My name is Louw Nel, Senior Political Analyst at Oxford Economics Africa, joined this week by two of my colleagues, Jervin Naidoo and François Conradie, as we look at developments in South Africa, in Kenya, and some trouble in North Africa. But we start again in South Africa. Now, last week, Jervin, you did a good job explaining events in Parliament and the dispute within the Government of National Unity over the 2025 budget. Those events prompted a lot of high-level closed-door meetings, including one of the GNU's largest party, the ANC, who met on Monday to discuss a way forward. Now, some within the ANC have been calling for the GNU's second largest party, the DA, to be drummed out of the circle for voting against the budget. The DA had their meeting over the weekend and decided against leaving the GNU. And on Tuesday morning, ANC Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula said his party had no plans to expel them. Instead, he said, the ANC wanted to hit the reset button and meet with all parties, including those within the GNU and those outside the current coalition, perhaps with a reconfiguration of the GNU in mind. The situation is really not ideal. The ANC knows and showed us last week that they can pass current crucial legislation without the DA's support. But the margins are small, and if the current impasse continues, every vote in the House becomes a gamble, with small parties holding the balance of power. There are a lot of unknowns right now, but mercifully Parliament is in recess, so the next sitting and crucial budget vote is only on May 6. So will the GNU sort itself out by then? That's anyone's guess. What is clear is that the ANC is keeping its options open, including continuing as a minority government in a confidence and supply arrangement with smaller parties. But that is a terrible way to run a country, especially during these fraught times. Jervin, how about events in Kenya?
Yes, Louw. So on April 7, Rigathi Gachagua, Kenya's former deputy president and the first to be impeached under the 2010 constitution, gave a bombshell tell-all interview accusing President William Ruto of orchestrating his downfall and widespread corruption. Gachagua claimed Ruto bribed MPs and senators to support his impeachment and even offered him 1.5 billion Kenyan shillings, that's $11 million, Louw, to resign. Gachagua painted a picture of a corrupt, transactional government in the interview, alleging that Ruto's aide, Farouk Kibet, is the real power in State House, handing out favors and demanding bribes. He also condemned the state's violent crackdown on youth-led protests during the 2024 finance bill unrest and indicated that Ruto's inner circle were complicit in the abductions and killings. The interview aired just a day after armed attackers stormed a church Gachagua was attending and actively blamed on pro-Ruto politicians. While his claims remain unproven, they reflect deep political tensions in Kenya. Perhaps most strikingly, Louw, Gachagua is now playing the tribal card. During the interview, he reminded Kenyans that he delivered the Mount Kenya vote to Ruto in 2022, one of Kenya's most populous and politically important voters' blocs, framing his downfall as not just a personal betrayal, but one against the region's voters, tapping into Kenya's deep-seated, rooted ethnic politics. So, François, tell us what's going on in North Africa.
Yes, Jervin. So Algeria is at daggers drawn with its southern neighbor Mali, and now Burkina Faso and Niger, which form the alliance of Sahel states together with Mali, are joining in. It started on April 1 when the Algerians shot down a $30 million drone belonging to the Malians and said the machine had entered their airspace. Mali says the drone was shot down in Malian airspace and accuses Algiers of sponsoring terrorism, meaning that it helps the Tuareg separatists who fight for an independent state in the north of Mali. Since Sunday, the AES countries have withdrawn their ambassadors to Algeria and vice versa, and Algeria and Mali have closed their airspace to each other's flights. The crisis is affecting travel because now, since Monday, lots of flights from Mali to Europe and from Algeria to West Africa have become longer. The biggest loser might be Niger, which had a pretty good relationship with Algeria. Sonatrach, the Algerian hydrocarbons parastatal, was active in Niger and had plans to invest in refining capacity there. The crisis also means that the Trans-Saharan gas pipeline, a planned pipe from Nigeria's gas fields to the Mediterranean across Niger and Algeria, is not going to move forward soon.
Thank you for joining Africa Insight this week. If you'd like more information on our products or services, please visit our website or socials.